Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom Moment. If you're like me, and I know many of you are just based on the box office numbers alone, you are a fan of the Black Panther series of movies. And of course, there have been two. I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts here because I'm not spoiling anything. What I will mention is something many of us will already know. And it's very important to take into consideration, particularly at times like this, when many of us are trying desperately to figure out who we are and what we believe in, what we stand for. I was reflecting the other day about the movie, having seen it now twice, and in both movies, Queen Ramonda, played by the luminous Angela Bassett, encourages the Black Panther to show them who you are. It's a call that is both fervent and inspiring and encouraging, and it also begs the question for each of us: who are we? And in times of challenge, in times of hardships, as well as in times of joy and abundance, who are we really? And do we know that person well enough to tap into it, to help us find our way when we're lost, when we're uncertain, when we don't know what we're going to do? Who are we that when the chips are down, as the saying goes, we get the opportunity to dig deep and show people who we are, what we believe, and again, what we stand for? These are questions that are essential in these times because, let's face it, nothing's getting easier. For a lot of people, life goes on a steady beat, no issues, no questions, no challenges. For a lot more of us, though, it's a constant day in, day out of how am I going to make it? How will I survive? What choice do I get the opportunity to make? Who is with me? Who is against me? All questions that are relevant in a world where so often there's a tendency for many people to believe that the only way that they can be happy is if other people are not. My strength comes from a very strong foundation of faith. It's where I turn whenever I need to find out who I am again if I've lost that perspective. I know that's the same for many of you. But beyond that, it's come from self-examination, a whole lot of it. I kiddingly tell a lot of people I've avoided therapy because I've done all the work myself. And I continue to do it by learning who I am and what I believe and what I stand for, what I am willing to do and what I'm not, what my non-negotiables are for that matter. And I constantly do it because I'm constantly changing. Evolution is the nature of being human, at least if you are self-aware. Staying in the same place is what happens to those who refuse to accept that everything is moving on but themselves. So again, the question is, when we are showing people who we are, it must come from a place that is informed with the experience of having done that work to answer those questions, to understand the innate nature of who we really are, and to let that reflect how we make our decisions, how we go about living, how we choose, how we love, how we act, how we forgive. All of the essential factors that make us who we are, that allow us in those moments when we need it most to understand what it is that allows us to push forward when there would be circumstances and often people who would hold us back. So from this point forward, if you're willing, and I hope you are, whenever you're at that crossroads and you don't know what you don't know about how you're going to go forward, show them who you are, good people. Dig deep within your spirit, within the level of experience that you've had that has created the person that you are today. Dig deep into that. Find those parts of yourself that are essential to knowing what to do, how to do it, and more importantly, why you're doing it. And if you can find those elements, those aspects of yourself, and cling to them in the moment of crisis or in the moment of great joy where all you want to do is share that with the world, you will find that you always walk with certainty, something that's lost to many people, unfortunately, but is available to us all. The certainty of who we are, what we believe, what we stand for, and what we're here to do. What a wonderful, wonderful way to show the world who you are by knowing it first yourself. And that's your foolproof wisdom moment for today. Have a fantastic one, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. This holiday season continues to beckon us. Don't lose sight of who you are in this season, by the way. Instead, let the season help manifest the things about yourself that truly are in alignment with the very spirit of the season. And when you're through and the season is past, continue to do so day in and day out. I'll see you next time. Take care.